All right. Hello again, adventurers, and welcome to another exciting episode of The Legend of the Three Kingdoms. Yes, this is one of my custom D&D campaigns set in my screwed up D&D world, or technically we are set up in a domain of dread, like a subplane in my custom D&D. It's all really confusing, but you know, bad stuff happens, and then I giggle with glee, and the players start questioning their life choices. Um, and yeah, that just keeps on going. So yeah, really quick announcement. Um, on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/trainerjody, where I post the videos of this, I have started a new series where I found this thing that takes all of the classes from Final Fantasy XIV and translates them into D&D classes. And so I am slowly working my way through the classes from Final Fantasy XIV as part of D&D Deep Dive. I've already done the Gunbreaker, which is a class where you get to use a gunblade. It is a sword with a trigger that explodes. It is awesome. So I did that. Currently, I am doing the Dark Knight, which is exactly what it sounds like, Edgelord Supreme. And I'll be going through all the different classes. So check it out. It's really cool. And the supplement itself, you can actually download for free. It's all homebrew stuff, and I have a link to the Reddit where you can download it and talk to people about it in the description of all the videos. So go check out my YouTube channel. I work really hard. Yeah. Anyway, and happy Disability Pride Month. For those of you that don't know, I am disabled and have been for over a year now. I've been on disability, and I haven't been able to work in like 6 or 7. So I am a very large believer in disabled rights. My father worked for the state of Arizona back when the Americans with Disabilities Act was passed back in the 90s, and he would go around to businesses and tell them how to fix things and make them compliant with the Americans with Disabilities Act. So I have a history of being very very supportive of disabled rights. So anyway, I should probably let you guys complete this combat encounter now, shouldn't I? Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. As we return to the legend of the Three Kingdoms. The party is finally back together and was able to escape Scornmote and the consequences of their actions by paying with their lives, somewhat. They were forced to be sacrificed to appease the Dark Lady, and as it was done to them, they were rendered unconscious as opposed to killed, and were transported to somewhere within the Webwood. As they awoke there, they soon discovered that Webwood was not just a description of the trees and what covers them. As they wandered through the woods, their minds would be covered in webs of confusion and amnesia, and they very quickly learned to stay close to each other in order to keep from forgetting everything and being lost in the webwoods forever. As they'd been traveling, they soon started to realize they didn't really know what direction they were going and where they needed to go. So they had the idea to ascend into the treetops themselves to hopefully be able to get above the canopy and get a better idea of what direction they wanted to go. While they were up there, they started hearing the voices. Very alluring, seductive voices, and realized eventually that they had wandered into a pack of monstrous, half spider, half fair lady creatures that they had just awoken and were preparing for battle. And that is where we will join the party again. So, as a brief refresher, you guys have ascended into the trees themselves in an attempt to have a little bit more control over where you were looking for things and just be able to see a little bit more. And when you got up there, you discovered some Driders up there. That at first you avoided a few of them, but as you kind of moved around a little more, you eventually came to a group of them that seemed to be awake.
And they were pulling me up.
Yepers. So why don't we head over to this lovely map I have created, and I will show you guys at home this cool map I made real quick here. Let's get rid of Studio mode here and go boom. This is what it looks like. If you guys want to, just to kind of explain how everything works here, the kind of winding wooden paths here are branches. Branches that are large enough to support weight. There are more branches up here, but these wooden paths are branches that are large enough to support weight. And being this high into the canopy, they actually intermingle with other branches a fair amount, to the point where some of them have actually grown together. In between the branches, you guys are about 30 feet above the ground. So if you were to jump off, you would have a 30-foot drop. However, between the branches, there is a rather large multitude of webs as well. So there's a theoretical chance if you were to drop, you may not make it all the way to the ground. The webs may be strong enough to stop you and bind you somewhere mid-air. So, if you guys want to get creative, you can attempt to walk across the webs or use them or literally jump from branch to branch as well. What I'd like for you guys to do, go ahead and put your tokens right here in the middle. Anywhere where you see an actual tree, that's a trunk of a large tree, and that those areas would be considered difficult terrain. Everywhere else is just normal, as long as you're on a branch. Does that make sense to everybody?
I think so.
All right. And
wow, my token is so hard to see. Holy crap!
Sorry.
Well, I have a dual monitor setup now, and it's further monitor.
Oh, I picked a great spot.
Where do you want me, Jody, since I was getting pulled?
I will have you near the white Drider.
Okay, and I was holding onto Henri's ankles, so... right there.
Joke's on you guys. You thought we were gonna die in the final battle. We're gonna die to a bunch of sexy spiders.
Yeah, Burrs. All right.
Not again.
Again.
I mean,
What are you talking about? All right. So, I also have. I'm trying out the D&D Beyond Encounter tracker. So I'm going to go ahead and roll initiative for my monsters. And then why don't you guys go ahead and roll some initiative for me?
I think that's the highest I've ever rolled in this campaign.
Hey, Jody, is there any way we can see the initiative tracker too? Or is that just for you?
Say again? Is
Is
there
there
any way
any
that you guys can see the initiative tracker?
Yeah, not just what we rolled, but the actual initiative.
I don't know.
Okay, I'm just curious.
Yeah,
I'm
pick up on
still
it.
learning. It's a good question.
Yeah.
And it's not automatically adding them, so I'm just gonna have you guys tell me. Commander, what did you roll?
22.
22, gotcha. Lillian?
You're muted.
15.
You said 50?
Yeah.
Okay. Argenta?
You're muted.
16.
Okay. Henri?
18.
Not 188, 18. And then Vavala?
17.
17. Okay. So, I'm going to try and see if this works. I'm going to hit start. Cool! We're going to start off with Commander.
Okay. It's been a minute since I've gone first.
This is cool, guys.
You have all those additions to your initiative. You always go first.
Well, no, I didn't go with the alert feed. That would have been a plus 15 to initiative if I'd done that.
So, to let you guys kind of know what's going on here, I can kill some of that sound. Oh, and I don't need the mushroom forest anymore. Okay. Sorry, trying to balance things. All right, so in front of you, as you can see, there are two Driders and then a third Drider. It's a little bit further back. That was the one that was speaking to you guys previously. And then as things started getting messy, you guys heard from behind you the sound of more creatures coming towards you. So, grand total of 4 spiders and 3 Driders to play with. So, yeah, who wants to go or,
That's me.
I mean, Commander.
Yeah, that's me. I get nervous because of, quiet areas just going to draw more things in, but with friends being so in situations they're at, I'm going to take burn a grit point, and I'm going to do forceful shot on this Drider that has Henri. Henri.
Okay.
It's a natural 19, so plus 12, so 31.
That's a miss. Yeah,
Oh.
it definitely hits.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll the damage.
It's a DC 18. I believe it's a strength save.
Good thing
Yes.
that Driders are known for their strength. You said DC 18?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, no.
He gets pushed back 15 feet.
Do I go with it?
No, forced movement breaks grapples. So the webs are still on you, but the webs are no longer connected to the Drider.
Oh, I'm used to the the paladin only like 2 attacks. So I'll take.
You should have 3.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're a
no, I
fighter.
do. Yeah, I'm going to do the same thing to this one.
Okay.
Uh, 25.
Another hit. Is that another save?
Is there?
Okay. This time it. What's the DC?
18.
This time it
Strength.
makes it.
Okay. Oh, on the first one was 10 points of damage,
Thank you.
and this one was 13.
All
And
right.
last, but the same thing. Yeah, I'm gonna do it to that one because he's a little too close for our comfort. The math. 16.
16 does not hit. So with your first shot, you aim and fire at the Drider spellcaster, and as it hits her, you notice the bullet itself has kind of a shockwave that knocks her back for 15 feet, and she kind of hisses as she loses contact with Henri. You quickly turn and fire another shot at another Drider, which pierces him, but he's able to kind of grip his very pointy spider legs into the tree branch and is not moved at all. You spin and turn and fire the third shot, but it goes wide, just barely missing the final Drider as they all kind of hiss at you.
I'll use my movement to come over. If I wanted to go this way, how much would that cost me to go around allies?
Moving through an ally space, we can just we can consider that difficult terrain. So
Yeah, I'll have plenty of room to get to like right here.
yeah, you can do that.
Sweet.
So it'd be 10, 20, 30. What's your full movement?
30.
30. So theoretically, you wouldn't be able to move through the ally space, simply because you only have 30 feet of movement, and 30 feet of movement will only get you into the ally space, not out of it, because it costs 10 feet of movement to move here, 20 feet to move here, 30 feet to move here, because all of that is difficult terrain.
Okay. So I'll be back here.
But if you would like to try jumping, you could jump across the gap. And
Yeah,
that's-
me and my strength. No.
Well, it's an athletics check. And you would need, theoretically, you would just need at least 5 feet. So, rules for jumping in D&D, if you're doing a standing long jump, it's an athletics.
Yeah.
It's in the player's handbook. I know that.
I'll go for it just because I don't trust that Drider that's in front of me. Come on, don't fail me. Oh, I'm going down. 8.
I think you can, with like a 10-foot run, you can jump up to your strength score for a long jump. Without it, I think it's like half of your strength score, but I'm not sure.
So
Yeah,
-1.
Trying to find the jump rules, and I can never remember where
It's
they
under
are.
movement. I know that.
All right, there we go. I'm going to look it up real quick here so I know. I literally looked this up a few days ago for one of my D&D to deep dives, and I feel dumb that I didn't remember it. Let's try this one. Okay, so long jump. When you make a long jump, you can cover a number of feet up to your strength score if you move at least 10 feet on foot immediately before the jump. When you make a standing long jump, you can leap only half that distance either way, each foot you clear. There's actually for a long jump, there's no athletics to check.
Oh,
You can standing long jump. You can clear half your strength score.
which is 9.
9. So 4.5. If you want to go a little further than that, that's when we would use the athletics. Because you didn't roll spectacularly, roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay,
Cool. Now that we've got the rules,
I'm not bad at that. I think. No? Okay.
we'll find out in a second, won't we?
Oh yeah. No. 11.
So to say, you're a dex-based character.
But I don't have proficiency in dex saving throws.
Gotcha. All right. So you guys watch as Commander kind of crouches down a little bit and jumps, trying to make it to another branch. As he gets to the branch, he just barely makes it, and his toes kind of catch on the end, but you watch him start slipping, falling. Go, whoa, whoa, whoa! I need you to choose even or odd.
Oh, hold on. I'm gonna roll a d4 to tell me which one we're gonna do. Odd.
Odd. Okay. As you fall, you feel the thick webbing in between the trees start kind of getting on you and sticking to you. And after you travel about 15 feet down, your momentum is suddenly arrested as you are hanging and bound by the webs that you have fallen into. So you are currently right here, actually.
Oh, okay.
Because when you slipped, you moved a little bit.
Okay.
Wow, I can't see you there. We're gonna put you here because it's slightly easier to see you.
Camouflage.
And yeah, you are currently grappled and restrained.
Can I do like a reload as a bonus? I don't know, maybe with being restrained.
With how you are restrained,
No. Okay.
You're not incapacitated, but with how you're restrained, you can't make an attack until you use an action to free something.
Okay.
So, anything else you wanted to do with your turn?
No, not attack. I was wondering if I could just reload.
Same thing, because it
Oh,
requires using your hands, and it's kind of
Gotcha.
a dexterous thing. You won't be able to use your arms effectively until you break one of them for free.
I'll just call out, help. And that's it.
All right, it's time for the first Drider, who is less than pleased that he just got shot in the face. And he's actually going to ignore you, and he's going to climb down and try to take a swipe at the guy that had attacked him.
Come on, I'm already down.
He's mad that you shot him.
Well, of course.
So as you're sitting there and your arms are kind of bound, you're kind of fighting against yourself, you feel the web you're in start kind of shaking and shifting, and you watch as these 8 needle-like legs start coming down, stepping on the webs themselves, and you see the Drider come all the way down. And the first thing it does is it takes its long sword and comes down and tries to take a swipe at you. I wonder, will it let me? Oh, cool! It'll let me roll it here. So, if those of you are wondering why you're hearing a heartbeat, that's because D&D Beyond allows me to roll the attacks right in D&D Beyond, which is really nice. And I'm using the Sanguine dice, which when you get a nat 20...
Oh, you gotta be joking me.
The heart in the middle of them.
Oh, man.
So, Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and... Can I not roll a second one? Come on. Why is it not letting me roll again? Because I got a nat to the 20.
Do you have to roll the damage first?
I rolled both damages. It won't let me roll the damage. Well, there. Lets me roll that damage. Oh, it's because this thing is in the way. Okay. I do that. I do that. Okay. Oh, I could have just done that. So, you take a grand total, and I totally rolled the wrong thing anyways. So, ignore those rolls. So you take 3 and 4 is 7 plus 3. You take 10 slashing damage. This is not nearly as boring as I'm making it, guys. You take 10 slashing damage from the longsword attack. Haha!
All right.
10 slashing damage. Dear Lord, that was a lot harder than it needed to be. Here's the second attack. Is a 19 hit your armor class.
C.
Oh, and I get to roll it to the twice. Second one's not as nice. So you take 6 damage from the second attack as it comes down, and he slashes you to the twice. And then you watch as he kind of rears back, and his head comes forward, and he takes a bite right out of your neck. Does a 12 hit?
No.
All right. So as it sits there, and he tries to find purchase on there. He's not able to find somewhere before you're able to kind of shake him off and get away. And that is the end of his turn. Going to our first Giants as a spider. I'm going to color these so I know which one is which. Okay, so first giant spider is going to see this one right down here, and he's just going to go waddle, 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 waddle. And is that Vala in the back there?
Yes.
Okay. So Vala, you've got a spider. Quarter? I'm not sure. Stop it. There we go. Here. Spiders, spider. So he's going to try and try to take a bite out of you. That is a 13 versus your armor class.
That does not hit. I have an armor class of 16.
All right. So that's the end of that spider. You hear another spider come up from behind you, who is also going to try and take a nom. How about a 23?
Surprisingly, no, that doesn't. Yes, that hits.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Go ahead and make me a con save, please.
10.
10. Ooh. You take 7 points of piercing damage and 9 points of poison damage.
Ugh.
As the spider sinks its fangs into your neck, and you feel poison starting to pulse through your veins.
I would like, if I may, to give him a hellish rebuke.
Go for it.
Okay. I don't have enough dice there, so... So 25 plus 5 from my warlock feat. That's 30. I think they have to make a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah. What did you roll?
I rolled 25.
On what?
I'm casting it at 3rd level, sorry.
Oh, I'm sitting there like, is that the damage? Oh. So I'm like, you don't roll to attack for that, so what are you rolling? That makes more sense. What's the DC?
18.
18.
Dexterity.
Well, spiders are dexterous, aren't they? They don't have proficiency in dex saves. Does
Welcome to my
13
world.
work?
13 does not.
Okay. This may end poorly. How much did you do?
30 points of fire damage.
Yeah. So as it comes over and it sinks its fangs into you, you feel the poison start pulsing through you. You sit there and you conjure this kind of eruption of flame at it, and you watch the spider just erupt into flames, fall backwards, setting a few of the webs on fire as it plummets to the ground, twitching and dead. So, yeah, that went really well. Henri, do you want to do something cool before all these are dead?
I have a weird question.
I have a weird answer. Let's see if they match.
If you put a gold value on my bracer, what would it be?
A gold value on your bracer. Well, it's a legendary level item. So technically it would be in the tens of thousands. What specifically are you wondering? With it being a legendary item, it technically has no value because it is priceless. It is not something you could buy nor sell.
Okay. I was just curious because I have a new spell, but it wouldn't work for that regard. Because it's not metal, I don't think, and it's not a metal fork or rod. Anyway,
Nope.
I
sorry.
will bonus action. I will Hexblade's Curse, the big bad one, the one that's fascinated by me.
Okay. I don't know if fascinated is the right word. Maybe just, hungry.
And then I will move right there and attack.
All right. So as you kind of you were prone from the webs, but standing up, you have more than enough speed to be able to get that. So you kind of get up and you brush off the webs that were binding you previously. Now that they're not attached to anything, they come off very, very quickly. And as you start going forward, you unleash the tendril of water that you use as a whip. What'd you get for attack rolls?
28 to hit on the first.
That definitely hits. Go and roll to the damage.
And then one lower on the second.
Both of those hit. You can roll both to the damages.
All right. It's going to be a lot of numbers. It's going to be the exact same thing twice. Okay, so math. Do you need damage type separate? So it's going to be a mix of necrotic and cold.
That's not going to matter.
Okay, so it's 1, 2, 7, 10 plus 6, so 16, so 32 from both.
So total damage is the 32?
Yes.
Cool.
I add plus 16? No, it should be 4 points higher. Sorry, I rolled a 2. I forgot to add the d4.
So 4 points higher?
Yes.
All right.
There's a
I'm
lot of
liking
values.
the combat tracker. It keeps track of hit points and gives me my stat blocks. This is very, very nice. I'm liking this. Sorry, continue.
I believe that's everything. So I think I have 5 more feet, but I'm good there.
Okay, so you get up, you run over, and you sit there. And you take to the 2 whip hits that hit the creature. It cries out in pain and agony and just looks at you with the daggers in its eyes. I want to see if it has any thing. Nope. Cool. All right. So that's going to end your turn. Vala, you are up next.
So, I know I'm not doing great. Can I see if anybody else is injured severely or is in bad shape?
Well, you can't see. You can't see Commander, but you did hear him cry out in pain a little bit. The rest of the group, how is the rest of the group doing? I don't know what your hit points are all like right now, guys.
I am
Uh,
untouched.
I just realized I have the wrong setup for. Where are you? Sorry, I gotta real quick change the thing so I have the right extension working.
I am about 80 on the scale of 114.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure my damage is all from because I didn't get the rest when you guys did.
There we go.
Yeah, somehow I remember picking a fight with a tree that ended poorly.
Yeah,
What
you
happens when you
Vala
fight
didn't.
to the trees?
That's right, I forgot. I went full Vala.
Alright, everything's fixed now.
Alright, so I am going to, as a bonus action, I will inspire Argenta.
Okay.
So I'll tick that off, and then I will, since we're up at a tree, I will reach down and grab a cocoon, caterpillar cocoon,
Mm-hmm.
and use that as a material component and cast polymorph on myself, turning myself into a great ape.
Okay.
Or a giant ape.
I will say, to find something that specific, I am going to need a perception check. Or an investigation, whichever you would prefer.
I will go with perception.
Okay.
Ooh. That's a 15.
15. 15's good enough. You're
Okay.
able to find a cocoon. Great apes, I believe, are large, correct?
Well, I was going to say, sorry, I meant giant ape,
Giant ape.
which is a huge beast.
It's huge?
It says huge. Its challenge rating is 7.
Okay. So huge means you are now that big. Meaning walking on these branches is going to be much more difficult for you than others. I need a dex save to keep from falling on the branches that are slightly smaller than your feet.
Oh no. Not just like an athletics check.
No, this is balance. Why would I let you use something that the monster's good at?
Well, because I mean they live in trees. Ugh. 12.
Yeah, but they hang from the trees. They don't stand on them.
All right, so 12.
Why don't you choose even or odd for me?
Even.
Okay.
Good thing you have all that climb speed to get back up.
All right. As you sit there and grow, you hear the branch under you start to groan and shift, and you hear a as some branch that's connected to it breaks, and the entire branch itself drops about a foot. And that brief thing is enough to kind of hit you off kilter, and you begin to fall. Very quickly, your ape brain just kind of takes over, and it goes out and it latches onto the tree, and you are now hanging underneath the branch. But you will need to climb up if you want to do anything.
Right.
And let's say effectively you are prone currently. So in order to move, you will have to use half your movement to unprone yourself from an upside down position.
Okay.
But you didn't fall.
All right. Well, I haven't moved yet.
Yep.
So I will do that.
Okay.
And now with me being underneath, can I see where Commander is?
Sure. Actually, yeah. Yeah, you can see Commander. Because you have a climb speed, if you would like to try and like Tarzan your way over to him, you can attempt that. You will have to go through spider webs. So it is up to you if you want to do that. In this particular level underneath the branches, the spider webs are very, very thick. So
I will attempt to move over that way with my remaining 20 feet of climb movement.
okay, make me an athletics to check. Strength athletics.
Yeah.
For some odd reason, I don't think you're going to have an issue.
Yeah, that's 26.
Not high enough. Yeah. As you start swinging, you are getting covered in these very, very sticky webs. And at first, you're just very focused on getting to him, so you kind of ignore it. But the ape brain in the back of your mind just keeps getting more and more upset. And partway there, you just stop as you take some of these webs and just rip them off. And you let out this kind of scream of primal rage, getting rid of these. And yeah, you can move 20 feet closer to him, which I think gets you pretty damn close to him.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah, I think 20 feet would be, yeah.
So, just so we remember, I'm going to say that means you are upside down. You are underneath.
Okay.
All right. Anything else you wanted to do?
Nope, that's my turn.
All right. Argenta. This combat tracker is really nice.
So I'm going to move here, which puts me within 5 feet of this one, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. It has to make a strength save as I water transition over here.
Cool.
Using my bonus action.
Driders totally have awesome strength. What's the save?
DC 18.
Does a nat 1 work?
Nope, they are restrained.
You know what? I got brand new dice. I will show. I got brand new dice. They're super cool. They're green and gold. I thought it would take them a little bit longer to learn that they're not supposed to like me and they're supposed to roll low. Nope. First roll I got on these was a 9. Sorry, what happens now?
They're coated in ice as they're restrained.
Okay. So you guys watch as Argenta kind of moves around and then and it's anyone within 5 feet, right?
Yeah.
Which that's the only. Okay, so you watch as this kind of burst of water happens and Argenta vanishes and then appears over by the other Drider. What else do you wanted to do?
I am going to use my first attack to grapple this Strider, grab one of the spider legs.
Okay. God, neither of these are great. Go ahead and make your athletics check.
27.
Well, I mean, 15. 15's not a bad roll. You've got a death grip on the little leg. You know,
Yep,
according to the log here, this is a really hard fight for you guys. This is a hard leveling counter. I'm just letting you all know that this is supposed to be hard. Do you understand?
Two of us do.
Yeah, some of us are having a hard time.
What else do you want to do? You have it grappled now.
The second attack with my dagger.
Do you want to hug it?
25 to hit.
No, you don't get to hit anymore.
Mark it as my favorite foe with that attack. 4, 6, 11.
That's part of your attack, right? Not your bonus action?
Yeah, bonus action was the transition. Use
Yep.
my first attack to grapple, second attack to attack. So,
Cool.
14 points of damage.
Surprisingly enough, as you hit it, it absorbs piercing damage for some odd reason. It's weird. And now it's at full health. No. So as you sit there and you appear in front of it, it's kind of shocked that you're there. And before it gets a chance, you grab one of its legs. It rears back to try and kind of skewer you with one of the other legs. And very quickly, you bring your dagger around and slash it before it can do anything, leaving a frostburn cut behind. Anything else you want to do?
Nope, that's my turn.
Like maybe
Which
get
one
a
did you-
pony.
Which one did you grapple? The white one or the one in right by Commander?
This one's restrained, and this one's grappled.
Okay.
Oh, I was way off with which one you were doing. Okay.
Luckily, I was not. So I put the damage on the correct one. Lilane, do you want to just sit this round out? You know, I mean, you don't have to do anything.
Yeah, I mean.
They're killing stuff. I'm fine. There's still a couple more spiders, but who cares?
I will bullet activate my radiant wire.
Okay.
And then I will. Am I in melee right now with him?
Are you this one?
Yeah.
Yeah, technically, it ends here because it takes up a large space. So you are in melee with it.
So I will swing my foot on it.
Okay, are you sure? Because I mean, there's other things you could do, like lie down. You could lie down.
Do my deal.
Yeah, totally. I mean, you never want to go into combat with less than perfect cuticles. It's important.
And that would be a 12.
Luckily, this spider has AC higher than that. So as you draw your sword and you cut your hand as you draw, the blood leaks onto the sword and erupts in radiant light. You bring around and you take your first swing, and the spider itself brings up one of its legs and just bats the sword away as it hisses and squeals at you at the bright light now blinding its face.
And I will try again. That would be 11.
Cool. Are you using it one-handed or two-handed?
What is it?
Okay, so you come around and you strike it with this sword and it bats it away. You kind of spin around and you try to plunge this sword into it, and the spider itself brings its pincers down on your arms and kind of forces the blade down as you get a little bit of its saliva on your sleeves, and you have to kind of draw back to prevent it from being able to bite you. Anything else you wanted to do? Now maybe a little lie down?
Maybe. No.
It was awfully nice of you to roll so poorly to make it seem like I actually made a difficult encounter for you guys. So thank you. I appreciate that.
No problem.
Next up is your spider friend. He's less than thrilled that you did that. Yeah, it's going to seeing you there and seeing exactly what you have done. It's going to fire off. That's a pain in the ass. It's going to fire off this bolt of web at you. Does an 11 hit your armor class?
No.
Yeah, even the D&D Beyond dice don't like me. So it's just gonna sulk there. Nobody's attacking anyone. They're just they're just there. It's time for the one that you guys seem to really not like.
Couldn't have seduced me improper.
Apparently. Commanders that are there. That's our Giganta. Yeah, it's going to the two. It turns towards you, Henri, who's just hit it with with its whip, and you see it concentrate, and it extends its hands towards you, and you see these bands of light come down. This kind of dark, brackish light come down and attempt to bind you. I need a wisdom saving throw, Papa, please.
Yeah, I will not counterspell. I'll just chance it. I could have counterspelled. That's a 10.
As the bands of light come down, they bind around you, and you are paralyzed.
Is that... No, Hexblade's not concentration, so never mind.
Cool. It's going to just chill where it is, I think. Unless, no, it doesn't have any. Yeah, it's good with that. With that, the other Drider is actually going to climb over its friend and come over here.
Isn't he restrained?
He is restrained. That's what I meant, was that he was going to be restrained. You bastard.
Yeah.
How does the remind me? He has to use an action to break the
Yeah,
ice.
he has to use his action to try and make the save again.
Are you sure?
Yep. That's what you wrote in there.
Can it not? All right. It's gonna make a saving throw. What's the save again?
DC 18 strength.
I need to rewrite that. It's actually okay where it is. You know, it's perfectly fine. Just kind of sitting there doing nothing. This is gonna be short. Spider Friend over here. What do we got for speed on Spider Friend? Not amazing, but not horrible. Spider Friend's going to go over here, and he's gonna see the bright light there and go, bad light, bad, go out light. And he's going to fire a little bolt of web at you. He's gonna roll the exact same numbers before. I don't like you anymore, D&D Beyond. Did I miss a spider? I got 1, 2.
There's this one that hasn't gone.
Yeah.
I was going off the spiders here. And
Well,
yeah.
the blue spider died. The red
Yeah.
spider went right after.
I got mixed up is all it was with my spiders. So let me bring this spider's going to go here, and maybe attacking a different target will work. So it's going to go for Argenta,
All right.
and it's going to shoot some web, because that's one of the things a spider can do, is it can shoot web. Like, it's one of the defining features of a spider is it shoots web. Should be pretty damn good at shooting web. Like, the whole forest covered in web. That's much better. How's a 24 versus your AC?
Yeah, that'll hit.
I didn't mean to roll again. So as you're sitting there and you're getting ready to attack the Drider, you suddenly feel web hit you from behind and just envelop you completely. You are restrained by the webbing.
Cool.
I should definitely add hit points to that ice so that someone can attack the ice and break out of it. Because this
It would make
Drider
sense.
at this particular moment is never getting out of that ice. And that's not what the magic item is supposed to do.
You can make it last like till the end of his next
Time?
turn, like stun or something.
No, I actually like that. I just reading web. You can attack the web, and it makes sense that someone could break the ice off of you, or you could break it yourself without using sister strength. So, yeah. Commander, what do you wanted it to do?
Seeing I have a giant ape coming towards me, I want to get the hell away from it.
Okay.
So I'm going to try and climb out.
To release, you are strained, or I'm going to try this again. You are restrained, so you currently have a movement speed of 0.
Can't try and get out.
You can. It'll be your action to you'll just make a strength athletics check.
Okay. 16?
16. 16 good enough. So you're able to kind of wrestle against it. You're finally able to free a hand. I will say you are currently grappled, but if you break the grapple, which you can choose to quote unquote break the grapple, but that will mean you are held by nothing and you will continue plummeting. So grappled, all it means is your speed is 0, but there's no other negative aspects. So I will let you choose. Do you want to drop the remaining 15 feet? Or do you want to chill out there?
So I'm only 15 feet up.
Yes. However, visibility from the ground, you would not be able to see anything in the trees.
But I'd still be able to climb back up.
Yes, you would.
Yeah, the big ape scares me. I'm gonna try and break the grapple.
Okay, so that's a free action.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, you just as you sit there and you rip out, you can feel yourself starting to fall, and you realize if you break any more of the webs, you're going to fall. So you go okay, and you fall. You take. I gotta get my d6 out of my brand new dice. You take 4 points of falling damage.
Ow. Okay.
As you hit the ground. And you are now on the ground, no longer grappled or restrained. You have your full movement if you would like to use it.
So I'm still technically right there.
Yeah.
Just on the ground.
And then if you want to climb up, anywhere where you see a tree, like here or here, that is a tree on the ground as well. So you can attempt to climb up there. It'll be a strength athletics check to climb up. And you'll have to go up 30 feet to get up to where they are.
I don't want to climb right back up because I know what's above me.
Okay.
So I want to go 10 feet over here and start climbing up.
Okay. Give me a strength athletics to check.
Hey, yeah, much better. Athletics +4, 21.
Not bad at all. So yeah, you climb up as much as you can. It's difficult terrain climbing, so using your 20 feet of movement left, you get 10 feet up into the tree.
Okay. I did send you a message on Roll20,
Okay, thank you.
but that's the end of my turn.
Cool. Okay. Next up is going to be the Drider that you just ran away from. It sees a new target, and it's like, ooh, fun! So it's going to go over. And it's under as well. It's going to go here. And it's going to go, nummy, nummy, I want monkey in my tummy.
You don't really want that.
Yeah. It's going to start by biting you.
Okay.
So, again, the reason you are hearing a heartbeat
Oh.
at home is that was a natural to the 20.
Why does this one have the good dice?
I don't know. I want to see if it'll automatically. It won't automatically do that. All right, so you take 4 points of piercing damage, and a grand total of 18 points of poison damage as it comes over and it bites you on the arm, and you feel more poison kind of pumping through your veins.
Okay.
And then after biting you, it's going to take 2 attacks with its little longsword. That would be another nat 20.
So, before we go through all of this pain,
Sure.
I'm concentrating on the spell that's keeping me as a great ape.
Yeah, so why don't you... so that one attack did a grand total of 4 plus...
So 22 damage.
Yeah, so
I have to beat...
DC 11.
Okay, but that's one roll, not 2.
That's 1, because it was... it's multiple damage types, but it was a single-hitted attack.
Oh, fuck.
You have Warcaster?
Nope, I'm not a warcaster.
So...
I'm just a little puny bard. Again.
So... As you start falling through the air, he's going to take his 2 attacks as you fall. So...
Still be holding on?
well, we're going to deal with that after the attacks resolve themselves.
Okay.
Because going from a very large hand that was gripping a branch to a very small hand that can't fit around the branch. So first things first. You take 4 damage from the first attack. Eight plus 3, 11 damage from the second attack. God, these crits are just not that impressive.
So 8 and 11.
4 and 11.
Okay.
And then you start falling, and why don't you choose even or odd for me?
As I'm falling, I would like to Hellish Rebuke
Okay.
at 3rd level.
That's a save for me, right?
Yep, dexterity saving throw.
Okay. I will do you a favor, and the roll that I just made for the choose even or odd, I'm not going to use that for this because it was a nat 20, and we will just re-roll that when you choose even or odd. So here's the roll for the save. And what is it again? A dex?
Dexterity.
For 14?
Does not beat 18.
All right, so go ahead and roll your damage.
20 points of fire damage.
He's less than thrilled with you. All right, now choose even or odd.
I'm going to do odd.
All right, so as you are falling, you feel the kind of sticky webs getting you, and you get bound up, and you, again, stop around 15 feet above the ground. You are restrained and bound.
Okay.
And the Drider looks pleased about this. This was more of what I was expecting this fight to go as. I wasn't quite expecting the spiders to fall so quickly.
There were spiders?
Go ahead, taunt the DM.
Hey, I'm paralyzed. So.
All right, so that finishes the Drider. There is a giant spider here who's just been kind of, playing with Lillian. One spider. And he's like, you know what? I think we got off on the wrong foot. I think you need some web. I can't read that die. An 8. An 8! No. It was perfectly fine. You guys are just gonna sit there whiffing. Like everyone else is actually fighting, and you guys are having a completely choreographed fight where you never like this is staged combat where you never get within a foot of each other. Ignore the damn spider. The other one's dead. Henri, it's your turn. Do something.
I can't. End of my turn. Do I roll?
I believe so.
I am paralyzed.
Let me check the spell real quick. I believe at the end of each of its turns. Yep.
On. I had literally in all my games haven't passed a wisdom saving throw in God knows how long. Does not start today unless of 15 passes.
DC 14.
Oh shit!
You
didn't
did it.
even get the auto crits. Not pleased about this. Yeah. So that's that. That ends your turn. Next up is Vala.
So I am presently bound in the webs.
Yeah?
I think I've tried this before and it ended poorly, so let's try this again. As a bonus action, I would like to Misty Step.
Cool. Where are you Misty stepping to?
Far away from here. No. I would like to Misty Step up onto the branch.
Okay. Because of everything going on and just the thick webbing everywhere, I will need a perception check with disadvantage to see the branch, because Misty Step does require you to be able to see the spot you're teleporting to.
Come on. 18.
18's good. So, as you're sitting there, you speak the words of power and disappear, and you reappear on the branch.
And does the webbing come with me?
Let's say teleportations break grapples and restraints.
Okay.
I will say his mini is still gigantic.
There. Oops.
Thank you. Yeah, I will. Ooh. Yeah, I'll pop up right there.
Okay.
Kind of move over here. Oops. Move over there, look down at the Drider, and just wave to him, and then cast Sacred Flame.
Cool. It's a dex save.
It is a dex save.
Just roll your damage.
Ooh, 18. Oh, wait. No, I think it's actually 13. Because I get that +5, I think, once per turn.
Okay, why wouldn't
for
you get
fire damage.
Oh, for fire damage, and this is
And I think I used it twice last time. So
well, this is radiant damage anyway, so
I think it's fire and radiant.
oh, damn it. All right. Yeah. So you teleport up and you kind of wave, and as you do, you see this kind of smiting light come down and just brand it on its shoulder, and it howls in pain and flips you off. Anything else you want to do?
I'm good.
Argenta, you're restrained in webbing.
Yeah, so I kind of turn my head and I look back at look back at you and just kind of say, you're a spellcaster, and I'm going to bonus action Ethereal Step.
Remind me how that works?
I cast Etherealness until the end of my turn as a bonus action.
Okay.
It's the new ability I got from Horizon Walker.
Cool. No, this is awesome. What do you want to ethereal?
I'm basically going to move over here next to the spider that webbed me, hold my action to when I reappear at the end
the
of my
spider
turn.
that webbed you is this one here. Okay.
That's where I just moved here.
Oh, I was looking at the wrong mini. Okay, cool.
And then hold my action until the end of my turn, and then attack it when I reappear.
Go ahead and make your attack roll.
Cool. 1 or 2. I forget how this works.
If you're holding your action, you only get one into the attack.
Cool.
Because you're technically making the attack using your reaction to do it. So.
Gotcha. That's a 21 to hit.
Definitely hits. Go ahead and roll the damage.
$16 points of damage.
All right, you are no longer invited to the Sister Spider's birthday party. In fact, he actually gives you an invite and then gives you another one saying you're uninvited to make sure you know. And it's not just that you weren't invited, you were uninvited. So they're there. Anything else you wanted to do?
No, because I would have had to end my turn to attack.
Oh, yeah. Lillian, anything else you want to do? Maybe, grab a cup of coffee with your new Sister Spider friend?
Yeah.
I heard Black Widow's in the theaters, and I think the
Oh
Spider
yeah.
might be into it, so
Yeah.
if you guys want to maybe go for like a lunch date where you get soup and salad and then you go see the movie.
Yeah.
You could double feature it, watch Cruella afterwards.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you miss again, you're falling to the ground.
I am.
No, I'm just... One of us has to hit eventually.
Oh. We're using a different dice, so.
Okay.
That would be a 16.
16 does hit. Go ahead and roll the damage.
Oh, what? That would be my best other one. So that would be 10.
So, as you guys are having a rather delightful tea party over here, you eventually sit there, and as you sip your tea, you go, oolong! You go, rah, shoon! And you actually hit it this time. You want to try hitting it again?
Yeah.
You think they used artificial sweetener in there, too.
Well, I rolled a natural 17.
Yeah, that'll hit, so...
That would be 16, 16,
You said 16?
Yeah.
That's hilarious. Because it had 16 hit points. So you sit there, you go, oolong, shoo, and this is for using sweet and low, trademarked. And you plunge your sword into it, and the radiant light kind of expands from it, and you see it kind of shrink away as the legs kind of curl up, and it falls to the ground below. Sailing past the commander on the other side of the tree as you watch this giant spider just go thud. Anything else you wanted to do?
I'm assuming that I can see that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just stay there ready for it.
Okay. Well, it's decided it's ready for you. So the first thing it's going to stop that. The first thing it's going to do is check to see. Nope, doesn't get its web back. But it's going to come over to you, and it's going to try and bite you, which it succeeds on pretty epically.
Oh no.
So 5, 3. So you take 8 piercing damage, and I need a Constitution saving throw.
Let's see. 5. Save. So. That would be a 9.
All right, you to take 9 points of poison damage as it bites you, and you can feel poison starting to pump through your veins.
So it was 9 poison and armor piercing.
I think 6. Right. Then. That's going to bring us to our spellcasting Drider. It's really pissed off that you got rid of its whole person. So it's going to... Where are you right now? Oh, yeah, you haven't moved because you just... It's going to re-hold person you, so go ahead and make another...
I will
wisdom
counterspell this.
It
My
counterspells
last-
your counter. No, it doesn't have counterspell. It says "fuck you," and it starts crawling away. 15, 30. So you see it.
Oh, I used my reaction. Never mind.
You see it running away. That ends that. The other Drider who's restrained is not going to waste his action trying to break out of the restraint. It's going to just attack the little buddy he has right here that just appeared in front of him. He's very happy about that. We got a nat 1 on his first roll at disadvantage. 12 on the second one, so it would have been nice if he could have actually used this the second one, but he's going to use the nat 1 because he has disadvantage because of the damn restrained condition. And then he's going to attack you again. That's a little bit better. That's a 21 to hit.
That will hit.
All right. And he's two-handing this sword, so you're going to actually take 8 points of damage from it. And then he's going to try and bite you because he doesn't like it. He's going to bite you. Well, I got a nat 20, but it was at disadvantage, so the one I have to take is only a total of 21.
Yep, that hits.
So that's another 8, or no, that is 2 piercing and 9 poison damage as it hits you once with its long sword, and then it bites you on the neck.
I am at 5 hit points.
Then it magically gets another attack. No. The final spider has a friend right next to him, so he wants to bite this friend that just attacked him. That's a 24 to hit.
That'll hit.
All right, give me a con save. You're going to take 7 piercing damage.
Uh, 19.
19. And then 4 poison damage as it bites you.
Cool.
And that brings us back to Commander.
All right. Oh, only one thing I can do is move up.
Okay. So you're able to make it up another to 15 feet. So you're only 5 feet away from the branches right now, and you can see this Drider, and from where you are, you can't see. Yeah, you can only see that Drider, and you can see both the Driders.
But I can't see this one.
No, that one's too far away. It's blocked
Okay.
by branches.
Well, I got one shot left, so I'll just take a shot at a hole to hit me.
Okay.
It's a natural 11, so 23.
Definitely hits. Go ahead and roll the damage.
Ooh, full damage. 15.
All right, so you sit there and you fire off a shot. It kind of cries in pain as you put another hole in it. It looks less than pleased with you. Anything else you want to do with your turn?
I think that's like a dude to get myself up there, can I?
No, you just don't have enough speed, unfortunately.
I
Climbing's
don't
tough
have
work.
I don't have a free hand, so I can't reload. So that's my turn.
All right. That's going to bring us to the Drider that you just hit, who has a buddy already right next to him. So he's going to just kind of climb up. And it's going to take some attacks against... this is Vala, right?
Yep.
All right, Vala, your friend that you Divine Smited is going to just kind of take some attacks against you if you don't mind.
I mean, I would prefer not. I have some delicious oolong here.
How does an 18 sound?
That hits.
Takes 1 point of, or not one. How about 8 points of slashing damage?
Excellent. I'm unconscious.
All right. And watching you fall, he's going to use another attack to grapple you. And then he's going to take you down underneath the tree with him. So you are both beneath the tree line now as he is wrapping you in spider webs.
Commander can still see this, though.
Yes, Commander can. Anyone that is close enough would be able to see it as well. Unfortunately, no one is close enough currently.
Would I, since I'm like right there?
Where are you again? Yeah, you can see.
Okay.
That spider's dead. That spider's dead. Speaking of the devil, Henri, what you want to do?
Well, seeing that one's afraid of me and this one just took my friend, I am going to leap on its back and hit it.
Okay.
Wow.
Why don't you make me I'll let you choose dexterity acrobatics or strength athletics.
-1 or +3. I'm going with the +3.
Good.
I don't think it would have mattered because that's a 22.
Oh yeah, definitely. So yeah, you are riding the Drider.
And I'm going to attack.
All right.
A 23 hit.
23 definitely hits. Go ahead and roll the damage.
Alrighty, so the first one does 13 because he doesn't have my Hexblade Curse.
Okay.
And it would have been a crit on the other one. Why'd it run? So that's a 30 to hit.
30 definitely hits.
Same thing, another 13. And then how far down did I fall to land on the Drider?
You're only about 5 feet below because you're standing on the Drider, you're only about 5 feet below. It went
All right.
down a full 10 feet, but you're standing on it, so.
I will then use my bonus action to summon my water duplicate right there and have it swing at the same Drider
Okay.
by invoking one of my tides. I got to remember, this is a different attack roll. Oh, I don't think it matters with a nat 20. The damage. Alright, new dice, who dis? 6, 7, 12 cold damage from that.
You are really not making friends here. All right. 3 checks then. Huh. Vala, being unconscious, you don't notice the strange sensation of falling as you plummet 30 feet to the ground and take a failed death save.
I'm just glad it wasn't 2. Yet.
I will let myself, if this thing's dead, I'll let myself fall with it so I'm on
Oh
the ground
no,
with-
it's not dead. It dropped
Oh.
Vala.
Alright. Don't forget I have my water thing there. I just don't have any tokens for it.
Yeah, I'm looking for a token for it right now.
And then that's my turn.
Let's make it a Dark Stalker for right now. Is that it right there?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So it'll be a Dark Stalker. I thought I had a mini for it.
We were just using like a blue circle or the old nameless one, I believe.
Yeah, I'll make you something so you can drag it out later. But for right now, it's this little dude. Cool. So that ends your turn. Vala, I need a death save from you.
Let's use one of the other keyfish dice for this.
Yeah, because that'll go well.
The dice of poor choices.
Yeah.
Ooh, 11.
11. All right, you're not dead yet. So that's a plus. Argenta, would you like to have some tea with your enemy?
Not able to see what's going on. I'm gonna go into a rage
Okay.
and aggressively attack this thing.
Okay.
The thing I did, one was a nat 1, but the other's a 24.
All right.
Mark it as my favorite foe. Two, 4, 6, 14 points of damage.
All right. So as you sit there and you go into a blind rage, you take the dagger out, you plunge it into the heart of this creature. You feel it kind of twitching around you. You twist the blade, the whole body kind of goes limp and then starts to crumple up as it falls to the ground below.
Okay, 5, 10. No, my second attack on that one.
Okay. And that's difficult terrain unless you're still ethereal.
No, I'm not so evil.
Okay, so that'd be 10, 20 because it's all difficult terrain there.
Yep, 26 to hit.
Yeah, kinda.
Or 12 points of damage.
If you're measuring using Euclidean geometry. Cool. So as you sit there, you watch that first Sister Spider fall. You run over to the next one, slashing it with the dagger as well, leaving again a freezer burn slash on it. Anything else you want to do?
Nope, that's my turn.
Lillian, what do you want me to do?
I will attack my friend.
You have advantage. Because I'm there now,
alright.
and I'm raging.
That's exactly what you need for your epic tea battle.
I got 14.
14. 14 is just enough.
Oh. Alright. And that would be 17 damage.
It crumples up as you sit there slashing it with your long sword. You see the bright flash of light flare up, and the creature plunges into the darkness below.
Alright. So then I will. Is this difficult terrain? Wait,
This square here, you would have to jump over. These squares would be difficult to terrain. But if you want to just jump over this one, you could get to there.
Alright, yeah, I'll try that.
Okay. So jumping 5 feet is not difficult for you. You can easily make that.
Alright.
And then you'll just have to move out of the clone space. So whichever direction you want to go.
I will go here and then I hit you first.
Mm-hmm.
He's restrained, so you have advantage on him.
Oh,
Yeah,
alright.
little boy blue, you've got advantage on.
And that will be a crit.
Crits don't work on Driders. They're immune. Crit, you actually roll the damage and you take that much to the damage.
Oh, alright.
That's how it works. I don't make the I don't make the rules. I just think them up and write them down.
So, 14. That matters.
Nope. So yeah, you come over and you slash at this Drider, who's getting really upset that he's still restrained by this stupid ice. Anything else you wanted to do?
No.
Okay. The variant is going to disappear into the forest. The Drider over here is going to make his save. Like, I've just decided it. He's going to make his save. What is it again? Strength?
DC 18 strength, yeah.
So a 17 wouldn't work.
No.
Okay. The one next to him doesn't have his turn yet. So he's not going to do a damn thing. Yeah. Commander, what you wanted to do?
Question.
Mm-hmm.
Would falling count as movement?
Falling does not count as movement.
Cool. So I saw Vala fall, right?
Yes, you did.
I will fall to the ground.
You are effectively 30 feet in the air, just FYI.
Okay.
Okay, just making sure you know.
Yep.
All right, so as you fall, you take 14 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
As you hit the ground rather hard. What do you wanted to do?
I'm going to run over to Vala.
Okay.
And
She's
I'm going
in
to
a little burrito.
Would it be my action to try and get to where I can touch just her person?
What do you want to do? If you want to stabilize her, that's an action.
I want to attempt, because I've seen Argenta do it, I want to try and attempt to cast Cure Wounds.
Then yeah, it would be your movement to get over to her, which you didn't use any falling, so you have your full movement. And yeah, go ahead and cast Cure Wounds.
The only spell level I have. Hey, a full on the die, so 12 points of healing.
So
Wow.
as you run over to Argenta, you sit there and you start kind of feeling this power manifesting itself. You watch the sight on your gun pop up and start glowing, and your hand glows with the same energy, and you place it on Vavala, and you watch as the healing energy goes from your hand into Vavala, and you watch as Vala just takes a big, deep breath, and her eyes open up. Well, what you can see of her eyes, since she is still mostly a Valerido.
Nice word.
I was rather proud of that.
Because I don't know. Did I see the cocoon like move or from breathing or anything?
You would see her eyes open.
Oh, okay. So I know she will. Okay.
Yeah, you know she's conscious.
I would basically stand the rest of my turns shocked that it worked.
Okay. Holy shit! I did something right. Cool. That's going to bring us to mostly dead Drider. Yeah, he's gonna ditch.
Do I get an attack of opportunity?
Go for it.
Or am I still on him?
I will say he shifts you off as he goes.
Alright. I will attack with my whip. 17 hit.
17 does hit. Go ahead and roll damn. Or 17 does not hit. I forgot. Driders have higher armor class than spiders.
I thought that one was dead. Oh wow. Okay.
Oh shit! No. He's not going to do that. What he's going to do is he's going to use his action to free his friend, which I haven't written rules for it yet. Or yeah, I have. I think another character can use its action. We're just going to say he uses his action to free his friend. And then he does a single move. So he doesn't get to go as far. But his friend is no longer restrained.
That's what's important.
Where does that put me since I was on top of him and he shifted me off?
You're literally... Oh, you're right there.
Yeah, would
it's
he
hard
and
to
I
see
get
me.
attacks of opportunity?
Let's shift there. He got an attack of opportunity and he missed. You can go ahead and take an attack of opportunity. if
Aren't you on the
like.
ground though?
Yeah.
Oh, you're on the ground. You're 30 feet below him. You don't get an attack of opportunity.
Oh, I thought he was. I'm sorry.
No, they were only about 10 feet below the.
That's right. Vala fell and not spider. Gotcha.
Yeah. Cool. Drider's done. Spiders are dead. Henri.
Let's start with my bonus action against the one that just got freed with my little duplicate.
Your duplicate can't work anymore.
Well, I
For
think so with the
reasons.
nat one.
Told ya.
So I need to go. Am I able to stand like right there on the edge?
Define right where. Oh, yeah, there. Yeah, definitely.
Okay, and then I will.
Let's say if you want to stand right there, I'll need a dex check, dex acrobatics check to balance, because that is a very, very tiny precipice to be standing on.
All right. You say dex or just straight dex?
Dex acrobatics.
I guess it's the same number. I don't know why I asked. 14.
14. 14's good enough.
All right, and then I will take 2 swings at the spider that's running.
Okay.
Or Drider. Man. Keep rolling 19s when Hexblade's already faded. So 30 to hit on the first.
Yeah.
That is 15 damage.
All right.
And the second, 29 to hit.
Definitely hits. Go ahead and roll the damage.
Another 15.
How do you want to do this?
I want the whip to just wrap around some of his legs,
Mhm.
pull off the legs, and watch him just topple over down below.
It's dark. So you sit there and you bring your water whip out, and as you kind of twirl around, you hit him with the first hit. It slashes across his rather large thorax, and you can see bits of him are starting to spill out. And then you sit there and you wrap the whip around his closest leg as he's continuing to try and run away and try and hold his insides in. And you just pull as hard as you can, and the leg comes off with part of the thorax as his entrails just kind of drop out, and he falls in pieces down to the ground.
Quietly just be like, ugh, really quick. And then the branch is difficult terrain, right?
The branch is not.
Oh, okay.
It's
then I
anywhere
will...
where you see the trees there that's difficult terrain.
I was there, 5, 10, 15. I will go back to where I was.
Anything else? You want a pony, maybe?
Sure, if they're free.
Yeah, no. It's $400 for you. That ends that to the turn. Vala.
I will just look up in amazement as like the sun is coming down, surrounding Commander.
Mm-hmm.
Very like Mercy from Overwatch. Just be like, I didn't know you could do that.
Heroes never die.
So yeah, I will mumble something and then attempt to break out of the Valrido.
Could make me a strength athletics to check.
If I see her start moving around and trying to get out, I'll just, come out of my stupor and try and help.
So a 16.
Yeah, good enough. So you sit there and you kind of wriggle around until you find something sharp in your belt, and you poke it through, and you're able to cut yourself out.
Wow, thank you. I owe you one.
Yeah.
That's new. How long have you been able to do that?
Don't know.
Hmm.
I saw Argenta do it once, and I don't know why I even thought I could do that.
Well, I guess you're just full of surprises now. You break things and you fix them.
Apparently.
It's like the idea of, well, I saw Argenta do it, and if Argenta could do it, anyone has to be able to do it.
I mean, if
I'm not
Argenta,
Jody Gaw.
if Argenta can pull off that arcane bullshit,
Natural bullshit.
sorry, natural bullshit
Speaking
versus
of
divine.
anything else you wanted to do with your turn, Vala?
That was my action to break free, correct?
Yes.
Um,
You are currently prone, by the way.
I will stand up and begin looking around for any more spiders
Okay.
that are alive and in need of unaliving.
You don't see any alive. You see a few dead.
Okay.
Speaking of Argenta, anything you want to do?
Yeah, so 5, 10. Use the last point on my cloak to prime transition over here.
Does that mean I have to make a saving throw again?
No, this one's no save.
Okay. I feel better.
You will have to roll a grapple check because my first attack is to grapple.
Die. Don't go away. How does a nat 20 sound? You still may win, because that's only a 23.
29.
But it's a nat 20. Can we say it was hard for you?
Yeah, we can
Like-
say it was
like-
difficult. We could say it.
Like you sit there, instead of just coming up and going, joink, you have to sit there and like wrestle it a little bit. Like you actually sweat. You break a sweat for just a second. You're like, wait a minute, this is hard.
In the act of wrestling, I will aggressively attack with my second attack.
You don't get to attack anymore.
That's only a 16.
That actually misses.
Yeah. I rolled 2 nat ones, by the way. It's just I was at advantage for both. So
Fun.
yeah, that's my turn.
I just don't see how this is gonna.
It magically turns into a Tarrasque and TPKs.
Yeah, that's totally
Why?
what it is.
Why would you
Well,
even put that out there?
Let's go to Lillian, because I'm in the Driders' mind right now, and yeah, the Drider is not pleased. Lillian, what do you wanted to do?
To
If you would like, I hear Vala has oolong tea. You know, it'd be really funny is if you go up and just start beating the shit out of this Drider, which has a significantly higher armor class than the spider that you nuzzled for 2 rounds.
this was a
Yeah.
Yeah, the Drider is still alive. The only thing left is this Drider. The other Drider almost made it away.
yeah, we can confuse one to us.
You have advantage because I'm in melee with it. And I'm raging.
21.
That definitely hits. Can't hit a spider because that's too cute. Drider, on the other hand, just destroy it.
That would be nice to
Is that including your right damage?
yeah,
Okay.
and what was really wrong with 21.
21 hits as well. Go ahead and roll the damage.
Well,
All right. Cool. Spider's dead. That Drider is gone. This Drider is grappled, meaning has a speed of 0. It's going to... Yeah, I need these 3. Oh no, that's Commander. He's too far down. Lillian and Argenta, I need you to roll deck saves. As purplish pink fire erupts from the hand of the Drider.
16 for me.
You make your save.
19 for me.
Ignore it. It's just gonna sit there doing nothing because that's all it can do. Commander, what do you want to do? Next time, it's all ancient dragons.
Oh, crap. I can't see it from this angle. Would I be able to see it if I ran like over here?
Because it's all the way up in the trees, you can't see anything that far up. The webs are just too thick.
Alrighty. What can I do? I'll reload first off. And I will burn my second wind to heal a little bit.
Okay.
So I get 19 back.
Damn, second wind's doing work.
Yeah, I love it. And I don't have anything else to do because I'm not gonna climb back up because the fall hurt. And yeah, that's my turn.
All right, Henri.
I will whip it 3 times. Twice from me, once from my companion.
If it's a weapon attack, you have advantage. I don't know what the clone counts as.
It uses my spell casting, so I'm assuming not.
Yeah.
All right, so that first one was a 29.
Definitely hits.
I can do math. 14 damage.
I gotta
Old
find...
necrotic.
You said 14?
Yep.
All right.
Second whip. It's higher. I did not, so 23 hit.
Definitely hits.
15 on that one.
All right.
And then my little clone. What is this one again? I have like 3 different attack values. It's kind of irritating. Oh, my spell attack. Sorry. 19 hit.
Just barely.
For another 12 cold.
All right. It is looking rough. Anything else you want to do?
No, I'll stay there.
Vala. It's very quiet on the forest floor.
And I hear the fighting above me. Can I see the Drider?
No, the webs are so thick you can't even see the branch that they're on.
Well, I guess I will use another bonus action. I don't know, because I can't really see what's up there.
Unfortunately, not.
You could try and climb.
I mean, I could just cast a fireball.
Yeah, you don't really need to see for fireball.
I think that'd be bad.
And everybody
Given the
knows webs
location.
are not hyper flammable.
I instantly
And
regret
neither is
healing
wood.
you.
Yeah.
Or, wood, bark, leaves.
Your allies.
Yeah, wait a turn so I can get resistance to fire damage and then do it.
Yeah, right.
I will use my healing light. I will use 5d6s out of my pool and heal myself.
Okay. So, as
Give myself
sorry,
another.
the only thing I could think of was after watching Commander touch himself, you decide to touch yourself. It's just a kind of party down there.
Sir.
It feels real
Sorry.
good.
Yeah,
Sir.
Have it.
So I will do that, and then I will use I will hold a guiding bolt at 3rd level
Okay.
to see if I see the Drider. If I see it, I will smote it.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. Cool. Argenta.
I will mark it as with my bonus action with Planar Warrior, then aggressively attack.
Aggressively attack in D&D terms means you miss.
23 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
As I hit, I also mark it as my favorite foe.
You don't get to do that. I've decided. You no longer have favored foes. You have best friends, and when you mark it as your best friend, all of your damage turns into hug damage.
22 points of force.
Ha! You know what the best thing about that is?
What?
It has exactly 22 hit points. How do you want it to do this?
Basically, as I'm wrestling it, I climb up its back to like that part where the thorax and the 2 halves connect.
Mm-hmm.
Slam my dagger into there and just tear it out the side.
Okay. So, so as you get up there and you plunge your dagger in where the spider body turns into flesh, you start dragging it and you effectively bisect this creature and turn it back into half a drow. and and most of a spider, as they both fall to the ground. Vala, you see part of a Drider falling, and because it's hard to see, you assume that's the whole Drider. Go ahead and make your attack roll.
27.
Yeah, you sit there, you explode it. It explodes in glowing chunks that go everywhere.
All over us.
I'm just waiting for the damage roll.
Yeah. Go ahead. What's your damage roll? Multiply it by 400 because it's dead.
Infinite damage.
25.
25. Yeah.
And it's now glowing.
Splats. You guys are covered in glowing spider goo. So as everything kind of calms down, you guys can see, those of you still up in the branches, you can see the webs kind of moving a little bit, as obviously your combat has alerted others to your presence in the forest. But as you kind of wait for another creature to show up, no one shows up. Meaning either they're waiting or the movement indicates they're moving away from the location as opposed to towards it. Something about an exploding bisected Drider might have tipped them off.
I will make my way down the tree.
Making your way downtown, walking fast, faces past, and you're homebound.
I mean, sure, I'll go home. Sorry, guys, I'm out.
Da-da-da-da. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
Be that John Travolta meme looking at Henri like, dude, where are you going?
So you're able to make it down to the ground, and you see Vala and Commander are down there. Commander is still looking slightly shaken from everything that's happened, and the fact that he's now able to do things that he didn't think he should be able to do. And Vala is still being Vala.
I'll make my way down too.
Hey, I have not wandered off this time.
Yet.
I don't think we can.
Yeah, make my way down.
Okay.
I don't think we can afford to stay here much longer. Argenta, you were taking us on the way out, I believe.
Yeah. As I come out of the rage, yeah, I can do that.
Okay. Because you were able to get to the top, and before you came down, you got a good kind of look. You think you are like 3/4 of the way through the wood at this point. So if you continue to the north, you're relatively certain that you can probably get out but by the end of the day here, and can probably set camp outside of the webwood as opposed to inside it.
All right, I'll keep leading them then.
Okay. So without too much difficulty, do I have a way to stop? Nope, it just continues forever. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so continuing through the webwood, you guys do see signs of more spiders and things like that, but they seem to be giving you a pretty wide berth, as Vala and Commander are still slightly glowing from the entrails. They just couldn't get all of them off. And you guys arrive at the other side of the forest, and you can see the road about a day's journey, or half a day's journey away from you when you come out of the webwood. But at this point, it's relatively late, and you're able to find a spot that's okay to make a camp in. And that is where we are going to end it for today. as always, if you'd enjoyed this and you missed any part of the episode, you can always watch all of these on my YouTube channel. They get uploaded the Sunday after they air. That's youtube.com/Trainer As a reminder, go to the YouTube channel, check out the new Final Fantasy XIV classes, D&D versions of those classes that I'm doing in D&D Deep Dive. They're really, really fun and unique, and I'm actually getting to interact with the people that wrote, with the person that wrote this, and the rest of the Final Fantasy XIV cross D&D community have all been really nice. So definitely to check that stuff out. Otherwise, again, that is all for me today, and I will see you guys next time. All right, bye bye.